Hey yo, it's Braden Lord. Welcome back to Rome Total War as the Thracians. Yeah, we're gonna load it up here and continue this epic civil war in the middle of. If you remember last time, we really committed our effort to engaging the Greeks, and it's gonna be Thracians versus the Greek cities in an epic cultural battle to find out who will become. Wait. Okay. Okay, so I guess it's giving us the option now. Maybe it glitched before. We loaded it up and it gave us the option to occupy campus at Isiagis, or it gave it this window, which it didn't give us last time. So we're just gonna occupy because the happiness is definitely fine here, so I'm not worried about it. It'll become a large city soon, and it'll be a very good forefront settlement, I believe, if you can make it a large city. There's really nothing threatening in that army. Anyway, as I was saying. We're definitely at war with the Greeks. Xiles went and sieged Apollonia, and Thessalonica is under siege. And we're going to see who's going to become the dominant Greek faction in the world, because Macedon and the Seleucids are dead. So it's just us two left, and we're going to fight it to the death. No holds. We're going for complete and utter destruction. There's nothing that can stop us. So anyway, we're going to save it. I'm going to end the turn. And probably engage in battles with the Greeks. No surprise there. And we'll see what else goes on. And speaking of which, the Greeks are going to sally forth from Apollonia. It's not the smartest decision from them. They have 3 units in Apollonia. Very injured unit acting as their general. We got 1 reinforcement cavalry here. And then another army with only 3 units. This is a very small attacking force. I don't know what they're thinking here. And they're up against Xiles the Conqueror. I mean, he's the one that cut a swath through this area before. He cut a swath through Macedon and then through the Bruttii land. Not sure what they're thinking, guys. But I'm happy that they're being a little silly. So they'll give us a little bit of an edge if they're not being the smartest. If a man does not know to what port he is standing, no wind is favorable because you don't know which wind is favorable. So, yes. Or he's saying, because if you don't know where you're going, you might as well just not go anywhere. Right. There's 2 ways you can interpret that. I took a drink, so if you heard me take a drink, that's because I took a drink. So we're gonna take these guys off the Rams. First business here, and we got some nice archerage in this army. We got the Cretians and we got the standard Greek archers. Pretty good selection. We're going to line up all of we're going to take a phalanx mode off first and then pause it again. And we're going to line up all our uninjured phalanxes first. And then we'll put the injured phalanxes behind. Because we don't want the injured phalanx units routing and causing mass panic. I'm not too worried about it, but it could happen. Just saying. So, better to be safe than sorry, in my opinion. Line up the phalanxes back here like that. Trying to find a good spot. And I did, I think. Pretty solid spot, don't you think? Yeah. And we'll actually put our archers in front because they don't really have much cavalry or archers of their own. So don't really need to absorb cavalry or missile fire from our front line. So I might as well have clear shots for a bowman, right? Exactly. And then we'll make sure our noble cav are positioned to one flank over here. And then we'll put our militia cav on the other flank. So how's it going today, guys? It is nearing the end of June. I hope you had a good June. I hope you're having a good summer. It has been pretty nice here. We've had quite a bit of rain, but we've had quite a bit of nice days. And to be honest, I like rain more than nice days because I don't know, rain is just more enjoyable to me. And it's not like I don't do things outside when when it's raining. Although I'm encouraged not to, but I find it fun to be out in the rain. It just seems to be the good thing to do. Anyway, we're gonna line up. They're coming out. Single unit, starting out with their armored hoplites, these sexy armored hoplites, and I believe this is the first armored hoplite unit that we're gonna actually be pressured to kill. When they siege attacked Apollonia, we weren't really pressured to kill the armored hoplite units, and I don't think we did. So now we're gonna have to take out 3 units of armored hoplites without having the knowledge of doing so before. So technically, these commanders, they wouldn't know how to deal with it, but I know how to deal with armored hoplites, and you will see how to deal with armored hoplites. And it's a lot easier to deal with armored hoplites when you have the number advantage. Obviously, it's easier to deal with anything when you have the number advantage in this game. But it's especially helpful with any kind of hoplite unit because you can surround them, And we'll see that in a little bit. Anyway, our Jav Cav are going to try to take out these militia hoplites if they can, just so that they have less numbers. And then we can focus full fire with our infantry on the armored hoplites. That's kind of our goal here. And move these guys into a back position. And there you go, the militia hoplites are routing. So they'll go harass the armored hoplite general unit, who is very depleted to start with. And the archers are still firing. I'm going to make sure they get out of there soon. Hopefully they've done a little bit of damage. Armored hoplites, they have so much defense that killing them with missile fire from the front is really rare. So hopefully I did do a little bit of damage. And we're gonna make sure that all of our phalanxes. We're gonna make sure all our phalanxes attack this one unit at once. Then we're gonna surround our barbarian noble cav, who are heavy cav, and we will attack them from the rear if we hopefully can get past this unit barbarian or of this our other hoplite unit. Wow, I can't talk. Their general unit of armor hoplites. We need to swing past them and make sure our militia cav engage them with javs, hunt them down a little bit more, put them right behind them, and then when they're fully engaged, then we'll charge. Once they start feeling them being outnumbered, we'll still take quite a few casualties, I'm sure, but it's the easiest way to take them down. And there we go, charging in, losing a few men. And now they'll be fighting to the death, but it's much easier to kill them because they lose most of their defense skill and shield skill when they're fighting to the death. So I'm not too worried about it. And there we go. We cut them up nicely, and that unit of armored hoplites is cleaned up. First unit killed of armored hoplites fairly easily, but don't expect it to be this easy all the time because they're going to have full armies with including many armored hoplites. So we have to miniaturize these tactics on the battlefield. And hopefully we don't have to see that soon, but we'll probably end up seeing that before we take down the Greeks, Because I'm sure they have plenty of cities that can crank out armored hoplites at this point. And that is definitely a big problem, but hopefully we'll be able to counter that. And hopefully we'll be able to get some Bastarnae soon, and those guys will be very helpful to counter armored hoplites, because they can just tear through their armor because they have armor piercing and pretty good stats. They'll act in place of Barbarian Noble Cav, because, the Barbarian Noble Cav won't be able to scope the whole battlefield. It'll be like a unit of Bastarnae, unit of Phalanx Pikemen can take out unit armored hoplites, Kind of the battle system that I'm hoping for. And I don't know what they're doing here. They're running away or something. So, yeah, kind of weird. Anyway, we're going to move our guys over to, move our missile troops over to counter the new threat here. More hoplites coming in. And I'm also watching my mini-map and checking occasionally for when they're those Greek cav come in, yeah. That's what I was saying. And we're cutting off a few of them. We'll be able to hunt them down. Actually, I'll retreat with my my units now. Just let one unit of Phalanx Pikemen take them out. Because there's only like 10 or 11 left in that unit. 12, okay. So it's not really a big deal. And I'll just surround them with the cavalry. Just take them out really quick so they can't run away anywhere. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to cut them down. And we don't want our Mercy Cav to engage in melee combat. That would be bad. And he just got knocked down by the weight of those slants, those spears. Ugh. 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 And, yeah. I sent my militia cav to go deal with the Greek cav that is incoming because they're getting a little close. And I'm pretty sure militia cav can handle them, especially with all these upgrades that they have. So I'm not too worried about it. And they are doing a pretty good job, it looks like. They're not even like taking any casualties either. That's the amazing part. And there they go. We took down those Greek cav. So that's pretty much 2 armies down already. So that's very nice. And we should be able to deal with the rest of them. We're sending over those Phalanx Pikemen real quick. Here is another unit of armored hoplites. There's their general. 82 men in that unit. Try to thread through our Barbarian Noble Cav, our bigger unit. See if we can get that going. Move over our Militia Cav so we can be flanking action on them. Watching my Noble Cav, make sure they don't run into run into the phalanxes. Gonna put our phalanxes down, and we're going to engage and hopefully cut them down. And we'll swing in our Barbarian Noble Cav. right now, and we should be able to crush them hopefully soon. And they are the general units, so I don't expect immediate success, and we'll probably lose a few men. And there we go. Nice, nice. And he's routing. He's not even fighting to the death. So he's going to get cut down very easily. And we're going to put the phalanxes down here. They got, it looks like 2 units of hoplites. So we're going to engage there. And hopefully we should be able to win that. Pull over some phalanx pikemen because they're pretty much depleted. Pull out the guys here, and we can let them rout a little bit because we need to take out these healthy units first. And they are crushing. That unit of hoplites is hurting us on the right there. So we're going to have to engage them quick. Militia cav into there, and Barbarian Noble cav into there. And the hoplites are getting flanked a little bit. Yeah, these phalanx pikemen are having a good time with that battle. So we're going to be able to charge in and hopefully take them out. Armored hoplites. There we go. Very nice. I was worried about my phalanx pikemen breaking there. They started taking quite a few casualties near the end of that. And they still are because they're fighting to the death. But we should be able to crush both of these units pretty quickly here. Nice combination of cavalry and decent infantry can definitely hold them off. Phalanx pikemen are nice because they have the longer reach, so they won't take casualties for a little bit while armored hoplites move in. So that's the time you need to take the. It gives you the time you need to get your cavalry around. And there we go. End of the battle. Because I think we get the city regardless, right? Because if they sally forth and we win, we get the city, right? Yeah, I think that's how it works. So we should get Apollonia back. That'll be very nice, and then we'll be on even ground as far as cities captured. And then from this point on, you know, it's a victory or a loss. We're just regaining from the victory. So we're even now. They've taken one settlement of ours. We've taken one settlement back. So it is an even playing field. And the army in Thessalonica is building siege equipment, and I'd rather have them die to my walls than have to risk my men in a large melee battle, because they have armored hoplites and a pretty large army to back them up. So I don't want to risk doing those tactics if I don't have to. And we're going to retrain the guys here and build a diplomat and see if the Dacians want some peace, because they really probably don't have anything left. And not much construction this turn, which means we can have a lot of money to put on troops, which is very nice. Troopin', troop. I'm gonna build an Odeon for some happiness. Can pump up the tax right here, and I think we'll build. Could build some walls, but it's not a city, so it's not really that conducive. And yeah, we'll just no. We should build farms for some growth, because this is one of my smaller settlements. I got quite a large number of troops here. A lot of normal hoplites, not too many armored hoplites, but still the numbers is potent. Took another drink. Again, it's pretty warm today, so I'm thirsty, so I'll probably be taking a few drinks through here. And sorry if that annoys you, but I like to stay hydrated so I can keep talking at this pace and just say everything I need to say to you guys. So there you go. And we do know Corinth is a large city, so the Greeks really don't benefit too much from large cities. All they really get is heavy peltis, which actually can be pretty devastating. And oh wait, they get Macedonian cav too. In my version, they get Macedonian cav, which are pretty threatening. If they start pumping out Macedonian cav, I'm gonna be legitimately worried, because those guys tear it up. And hopefully Sparta isn't a large city yet, so we don't have to worry about Spartan hoplites. I haven't seen any, so hopefully it'll be good. I'm just checking things out and making sure I got spies protecting Xios the Conqueror here. Yeah, he's got scant trust and obsessed with security, so that's from all the failed attempts. Usually you collect those traits when you're getting assassinated attempts on your life, so that's one way to tell. And they're going to siege, probably bring in some reinforcements for that. And they brought in some more reinforcements for the Thessalonica siege, and put the tax rate down because the squalor and the siege are getting the best of the people inside as far as anger goes. Some more armored hoplites. Lots of normal hoplites though, so I'm not too worried about that army. Now if it was all armored hoplites, I would be quaking in my boots. Quaking in my boots. And in Tylos we're going to build a doohickey, and that'll be all nice. We can upgrade the mines in Croton, why not? I like to build mines as soon as I can. They're very fast to build, and you know, the longer you have them, the better they are. So there's that. Pontus is now the largest faction, so apparently Pontus is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and that'll be a late Hopefully that'll be something we tackle Pontus in the late campaign, but they shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. And we could sally forth now, or we could keep them tied up in Apollonia and let some counterattacks go from Thessalonica, assuming we win, which we probably should. So I think I'd rather have them tied up at Apollonia, because otherwise, you know, they just keep sending in more guys, and my guys would be getting injured, and I wouldn't be able to retrain them. So I'd just rather have them sit there and really do nothing to me. Have them tied up, sieging the settlement, as opposed to doing harm to me. We're going to train some more troops in these two settlements, and we might be able to ferry them over at some point. Build some ships for that. And that should work out pretty nicely. And that'll help out Xiles there. Since he can't really get in touch with Thessalonica, there's too many Greek troops in between there. And there doesn't look like Merzmut's insurrection in the rest of the country, so it's looking good. Send down this commander, and make sure he stays out of the way of what's going on. And yeah, everything looks pretty good. Spy checking things out. All is good in the hood, and I think it's probably about time to end the turn. Just making sure everything is as dandy as they are. Lots of experienced units in this army, but a lot of them seem to be injured, so that's not too bad. Not led by a general, so that's another positive. And yeah, I'm just going to be checking on these cities pretty much most of the time to see what their settlement level is. If I see all of them turn into like large cities, I'm going to be very, very nervous and concerned. Hopefully that won't happen. And it looks like the Greeks did siege attack, so we're going to have to engage them here. And hopefully that won't be too hard. And we should be able to take them out with our walls. We got plenty of archers. We got plenty of phalanx pikes. Dude, we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. We can defend Thessalonica, and then after our next turn, it should grow into a large city. Should be very nice, and then we can start working on some Bastarnae, hopefully. Ooh, Bastarnae. Bastarnae, you saying? Yes. And yeah, if we lose the city here, things are going to be going a little rough, and hopefully it does not come to that.
We look for a victory worthy of Hercules himself. This is a mighty task, but we are men enough to do it.
Yes, we are. So let us go. And per usual, I'm going to leave my archers for suicide up on the walls and move everybody back. And it is really warm right now. Yeah, I usually close my room up when I'm recording so I don't get any outside noise. So that's probably why it's so warm in here. Move everybody back. And have our cav back too. Should all be good. And we'll set up the archers. Just making sure the archers are the only ones left. Very good. Let's look at their deployment and deploy our archers accordingly. They got some stuff over there. I'm not too worried about that. Got another ram going this way, though, so that's kind of concerning. And we'll put the guys here. And make sure flaming ammo is on, so we can try to burn some of the equipment here. That'll be very nice. And there goes those. Look at that beautiful fire. Oh, love it. Fire going out from there, and they're attacking the two siege rams. If we can burn one of the siege rams, that'll be nice. Also, that ram might be able to get burnt. That would be very cool. But, you know, siege towers are very resistant to flaming, so you know, siege towers are very hard to take down. Unless you have artillery. Defensive artillery is very good at taking them down. A couple hits it only takes. But we do not have defensive artillery, so. Wow, did you see that? The shots went right through the hole in the siege tower. You guys suck. Shoot at the base. What do you... Whatever. And our towers are shooting at them, too. When they get closer, we'll turn on normal ammo because it's going to be, you know, there's no point in flaming guys when you could be doing more damage with normal arrows. Because generally speaking, they don't rout when they're down here unless they go down to like 1 or 2 men. So morale is pretty easy for the attacker. And Archie should be engaging. I'll give out like 1 or 2 more rounds here. And doesn't look like we're going to burn it, so go back to normal ammo and kill the units. And we'll wait a little bit on these guys, see if we can flame these here. And look at how many shots go through those windows. Derp units. Whatever. Let's see if we can flame this tower here. Yeah, the siege tower is firing back with its own arrows. Since our guys aren't very armored, they're going to definitely take a brunt of that damage. It'll hurt them quite a bit, but that's okay. I'm over it. And they should be coming down soon. And they got some ladders here that they might send up soon, but until they do, we'll just pepper them with arrows, and we should be able to take out a few of them. Yeah, if we take out a couple in a volley, that's very nice. And these archers over here should be doing some work. They got the armored hoplites going up on the far left, and not much else going on currently. Just kind of keeping a watch on the whole thing. Peltis attacking the gate, taking a lot of casualties from the boiling oil with that. And we did burn this ramp, so that's very nice. And the tower should pelt down these, or should shoot down these troops very nicely. And yeah, basically, if you have a stone wall, it is very hard for the attacking faction to get through. And in Thessalonica, I might actually go for large stone walls. I'm not sure. Depends how the war is going at that point. But yeah, large stone walls could be a good investment if this place keeps getting sieged. So we'll see about that, though. And everybody's getting shot down. More boiling oil is taking down these guys, so that's very nice. And these guys are getting shot by the towers a little bit. Very good. All these units look a little bit damaged, so that's very nice. Some of them are damaged coming in. There we go. Knock down the gate, and more boiling oil. These pelters are getting seriously depleted by the tower, which is very nice. So we can, because we're going to lose all of our range units, so it's nice that we're able to take down their range units with our defenses. And hoplites getting chewed up a little bit more, always nice. Those armored hoplites are on top of the wall. Those hoplites are waiting, and these guys are coming up the ladders. And probably will take out our archers pretty easily, I think. But maybe they'll make a show for themselves. Who knows? And these pelters are down to like 10 men, so that's going pretty well. We've already killed quite a few of the enemy, so it's looking pretty good. Gonna triple speed it. Actually, hold on. Let's make sure these guys are shooting the hoplites here, and they don't like to seem to auto shoot the guys on the walls, but it's always nice. We hit that guy in the back. Oh, and they broke. They're routing. Nice, nice, nice. Which when a unit routes on the walls, all the guys on the ladders die. Doesn't really make sense. It's like they give up. Oh, we're routing. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Doesn't really make sense. So they'll get some free shots on them. Hopefully be able to hurt that unit quite a bit before the next unit comes up. So that was very fortunate. Guess we did enough damage while they were down. Yeah, this archer unit was peppering them with missiles when they were down below. So that's probably what helped them here. So very nice. We should be able to do some good damage. They're down to 13 men, so it's looking pretty good. 12. And some of them have their backs to it. They're mostly to our sides, so it's 10. Cutting them down very nicely. Let's look over here. Oh, and the same thing happened over here. We were able to do enough damage while they were down, and then we were able to rout them when we were up here. So we're going to fire missiles at them and do some good damage with that first volley. Look at that. Cut down at least a fourth of them. And they got another hoplite unit coming in through the back there, so these guys probably aren't going to last too long. That's okay, though. And we'll start firing at those other units as well. These guys can fire at this other unit that's coming up instead of firing at the... Oh, they're out of missiles, so they're going to melee attack. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Might as well try to go on the offensive while not all of them are up. And, did we get another one? We got them to rout too? Oh, man, that's really good. So all the guys on the... Oh, I guess... I thought the guys on the ladders died. Well, sometimes they do, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, there they go. Oh, that was a third. We routed a third unit. Holy cow. We routed 3 units with a unit of archers over there. That is really intense. Yeah, who would have expected that? And they're making a show for themselves over here. I don't think they're going to win, but they're definitely hurting the hoplites. Again, Phalanx units are really bad in this kind of combat, I must admit, so it's probably a reason for it. But that still doesn't justify them losing to archers in melee combat, because those guys have to. Archers are the worst in melee combat. There are some better archers, like Gallic archers are really good in melee combat. Look at that guy! Ah! Suicide is my only option. I don't know. It's little funny things like that. And these archers are still hanging on, man. And yeah. Oh, we routed another unit there. Once a unit routes on a wall, 30. Are we gonna break this whole side? No. Okay, our guys routed too. Once a unit routes on a wall, they stay routed, and we'll have to come clean them up with infantry at the end of the battle, which is kind of dumb. In Medieval 2, they handle this much better. When a unit routes on a wall, they actually try to flee, like get down the ladders that they came up from, or if they're on the defending side, they actually try to go back to the settlement, which makes a lot more sense in my opinion. Because if they're so afraid, they're not just gonna stand there. It doesn't really make sense. They'll try to get away. And plus, gameplay-wise, it solves the issue of having to clean them up at the end of the battle, which is quite annoying. But hopefully I'll be able to do that without too much. And if I have to speed that up, I will. So we will see. We got armored hoplites coming down this side with some militia cavalry support. Can't really tell what's going on that side. We'll kind of keep our eye pretty much on the plaza. You've already killed about half the enemy army, which is incredible. There's our Odeon in archery range. Our armor in the background. It's the factory looking thing. And I'm also going to take another drink, so I'll be right back. Thank you for waiting, gracious people. I am back, and there's some more units coming in through here, more armored hoplites. Oh, they're not in phalanx mode, so maybe we should take advantage of that. Actually, we should. Let's go right now. Take these phalanx units here, move them up, and we can move the rest of these guys up too. That would be a very good idea. We'll have to take out the cavalry and get our Falksmen into position and do some back attacks with our Falksmen. And this is what I hope to do with Bastarne when I get them, and they'll be a lot more effective than these guys. These guys will be pretty effective because they are armor-piercing as well. And put them right behind, and Warcry, and have them attack there. Oh, that side's already routed. But we're going to Warcry, have them attack the armored hoplites, and I'm going to zoom in on this carnage here. And look at that, look at that. Look at the Falkmen just charge into the backs. They're trying to turn around and defend, but it's too late. They're wavering, and there they go. They're routing. The Falksmen totally destroying them. And then the pincher movements from the hoplites just taking down the routing guys really easily. So it's just a bloodbath of Greeks there. Very nice. And we routed this side over here. As I said before, our Falksmen are chasing some guys down. I'll have them come back to the town center pretty quick here because they're not gonna outrun these dudes because they're the same speed, I believe. And anyway, going pretty well here. We took out a couple units, and they really don't have much left, I don't think. I'll make it into two wings here. Kind of have our Falksmen in the middle. That would probably be the best idea. So let's do that. And it is tempting to only build Phalanx Pikemen because you think, well, Phalanx Pikemen are always better. Well, not necessarily, because as you see, having mobile units to fight other Greek nations can be very handy. And as I've showed you against the Romans, using them as using the Phalanx Pikemen as pinning agents, and then taking their Falksmen, war-crying them, and then charging them in when they're protected, and that'll give your Falksmen a really big combat advantage with Phalanx pin. So very effective strategies into combat. But unfortunately, these require that you have the number advantage. So yeah, basically when I don't have the number advantage, you're gonna see some hardcore losses. But when I have the number advantage, it's gonna be very hard for them to defeat us. And there's a very small unit of hoplites here. We can risk the numbers here. We need to take them out in order to help our allies effectively. So we should be able to outflank them a little bit and take them down. They are going to take a few casualties in our Falksmen, but we should be able to take them down pretty easily here. These are only normal hoplites. If they're armor hoplites, I would quibble about it a little bit, but there we go. Routed them. And send these guys into the back of the armored hoplites. It looks like the Phalanx Pikemen are already doing a good job of that. But we will send them in regardless. And oh, there we go. As soon as the Falksmen came in, they routed. Another carnage fest here. Getting cut down by the Phalanx Pikemen and the Falksmen behind them. And very nice, very nice. making quick work of these hoplites here. But again, as I say, when we have equal numbers, it will not be this easy, I tell you. But it's a lot easier when you have the combat advantage, more so than with pretty much any other unit. Because flanking is definitely the enemy of a phalanx unit. And we're engaging these guys here. We're going to charge in our Folksmen on the back. And even though that militia hoplites beat the unit of hoplites on the left there, and these hoplites gave up after seeing that, and the Folksmen charging from behind. Folksmen are very effective, again, against armor units, and especially in back attacks against hoplites. Very effective. So that went pretty well, and there's not too much we have to kill. That could be the last little force there. I'm not sure. Let these guys chase him down a little bit. And yeah. And we're getting shot with something here. I don't see any archers. Oh, whoa! Oh, they snuck in a unit of cavalry behind here. Wow, that's embarrassing. Pretend that didn't happen, guys, and we just took out their general. Well, we didn't kill him yet, but he's running into our phalanxes, so he should be able to die pretty quickly there. I said should. There are militia hoplites. Oh, and they let him live. Whatever, he's the captain, it doesn't really matter. I'm not mad like I would be with an actual general. I think it's probably a good time to start sending some guys up to deal with these dudes in the wall. So I'll send a unit of Folksmen to do that. Folksmen are definitely superior. I probably could have defended the walls with the Folksmen, to be honest, and just defeated the whole army like that. But they would have broken through the gate regardless with the battering ram. We couldn't have stopped that. Well, then I guess I could have put my phalanx pikemen behind the gate. Whatever. I like to be more secure when possible. Because you never know. I could have lost in that scenario, too. And I don't want to lose the city if that's something like a... But if you want to make it harder for yourself, try not to use the city center when siege defending. That is a challenge. This is very helpful. They did take over our gatehouse, so we're taking some range casualties here. And we should be able... Yeah, we took the gatehouse back, so that's fine. And we should be able to cut these guys down really quickly. And it should be the end of the battle. And those guys are dead. Sweeping up these guys, taking a casualty or two. Not too bad. And boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. There we go. And the battle. Heroic victory! Captain on captain. I don't even want to try to say our captain's name. Is it Mukazinus or something? What the heck? I don't know. Whatever. So that went very well. Our towers definitely did their share of work there. Our archers were very handy as well. So very nice. And it is red. That's not good. Hopefully we can fix that. Oh, it's yellow now. I guess because there's no Greeks in the area. They're a little happier about that. And now it's green when we put the general in there, so very nice. And we'll be able to retrain here. Yeah, we have to retrain for all our armor values because we just got that armor. That's right. But first priority is to retrain the number depleted, and then retrain for armor so we can have a little bit of combat advantage. Phalanx pikemen with armor upgrades can do a lot better, in my opinion. So that'll be very handy, especially Folksmen with armor upgrades, because they don't really have much body armor as it is. It's mostly defense skill, so body armor will be very helpful for Folksmen. I wish Rome Total War it showed like cosmetic differences, like the Folksmen with like armor, you know, they have like a helmet and like breastplate or something. Unfortunately, it doesn't. In Medieval 2, though, those updates do happen. That's one thing I like about Medieval 2. Over Rome Total War, is that there's cosmetic changes when you upgrade attack and defense. Although attack is a lot harder to upgrade. And if I do a Medieval 2 campaign, I will go through all that. And I should stop talking about that because we're playing Thrace here, man. I am enjoying this campaign. This is probably my favorite campaign so far that I'm doing for this channel because it's pretty intense. And we're doing pretty well. And I'm able to do a lot of economy. I like doing the economy part. And having a lot of money. Having enough money all the time is very, very nice. And I'll build an armor here so we can start sending out some good troops. Because it is a large city, so it's got to fend for itself. And if Thessaloniki goes captured, it's got to be the next best thing. So, stone walls there. We pretty much have stone walls in every settlement. So, any invaders are going to have a very hard time taking any settlement. And we'll build an academy here for Casableptos to get some traits. And we'll send our diplomat. We'll talk to Numidia here, who came up. And trade rights. That's pretty much all we want. We're not gonna really engage Numidia at all, so we don't really need to do anything more than trade rights. And same with Parthia. Not going to be engaging them at all unless they're taking over the Middle East, which, according to Pontus having the most land in the game currently, that is not happening. And here's a Dacian diplomat. Do you guys want a ceasefire? No, you don't. Huh. Well, you guys are stupid. Whatever. Maybe after a few turns you will reconsider after you see that your situation is hopeless. And in fact, I'm going to build a diplomat over here and another Unifalksman just while I'm at it. And we'll send that to go talk to the Scythians, see if they want a ceasefire, because they haven't really done any military action in our sector for a while. So we'll see if they want a ceasefire and go from there. Things looking good over here. They got a lot more units sieging the army now, and I'm confident in Zal's defensive capabilities. So, and that's about all we're gonna do today, guys. So thanks for watching, and join us next time when hopefully we can push farther south. Thanks for watching. Braden Lord signing out. Peace.